Finally, week one is here. Super excited. Got the optimizer video back, free for everybody to watch. If you're new to coming here, there is a tutorial video that's on YouTube. Just basically go into Fantasy Points tutorial. You can see the basics. I'll go over some of it today with y'all. This optimizer guy's only $50. And I've said in previous videos that when I first started making multiple lines in GPPs, I wish this was around because it's just so easy to use. Cuts down on time. We've got John Hansen's projections. And now new this year with our new data suite, if you've been under a rock, that's being implemented also to help with some of the projections, tweak them a little bit more to make them the best in the industry. So super excited to have those. The data suite is actually only $50. If you haven't seen that, just go on Twitter and or X, sorry, and look up data suite Fantasy Points, or go on YouTube and you can see Scott Barrett do a little tutorial on it. It's an amazing tool. I've been using it all summer long, getting ready for the season, and it's a game changer. My name is Darren Manser. My X Twitter handle is at boo BOO Jojo JOJO. Give me a follow over there. I would highly recommend trying to subscribe to Fantasy Points ASAP. Our Discord is amazing. Sunday morning is insane in there. We got some super sharp people sharing all types of different strategies, cash game, double ups, different feelings. John Hansen's going to be around Sunday mornings now, but you only can get access if you join the site. You can actually use a little bit of discount. You can use my name in capitals. Darren is DARREN, the number 5. Get a little bit of a discount on the site. All right, well, let's get into it. Week one. So what I'm going to do this year, I'm actually going to do 20 lineups. I've already got this set. I've been playing around with it a little bit this morning. I got DraftKings here. You can do both. 20 lineups. You can do a basic stack. You don't have to. If you, let's say you like, for instance, Justin Fields or even Lamar Jackson, you didn't want to have to pair them up. You got a hybrid type quarterback. You don't have to have that, but usually it's wide receiver. I don't mess with the running back with the defense. I'm not forcing that in. We do have a showdown mode, but it's not showdown. It's the main slate, as you can see here. You can see all the different slates that we have. Afternoon or early, it's got all of them. It's got everything for you. The flex position, you can choose if there's 2 really good tight ends on the slate. If there's, Travis Kelce and Mark Andrews, and Travis Kelce and Hawkinson, and they're healthy, they're playing on the slate, you could, by all means, you use them in a flex. It's up to you. You can run it and see what it spits out. So we're going to start with custom stacks here. So what I've done is I'm going to go to stack 1. This right here shows 20%. So what I did was my first stack I'm making is Baker Mayfield. I talked about this with John Hansen on Sirius Radio about 3 weeks ago. He kind of giggled a little bit, but I really like the matchup. I love the price of Baker this week. He's $4,900. So what we've got here, we've got Baker Mayfield, hooked him up with Godwin and Jefferson. And I'm going to do it without Rashard White and without the Vikings defense. Okay. And my second stack that I've made is Jalen Hurts with Devontae Smith, Dallas Gobert, and then coming back with Stevenson. I know Stevenson questionable. It looks like he was a little bit sick, so it wasn't like a injury, so to speak. I was unaware of that until like late last night. And we're going to come back with Stevenson, pass catching back. And then we don't want the Patriots D, obviously, against Hurts. And then the horde of running backs from from the Eagles. I think it's a mess. I won't be playing any of the Eagles running backs this year unless one of these guys is out hurt. Um, there's just for me, I think there's just too many variables like who go off that week, and I think you're limiting your upside. Could one run a 80-yard touchdown, catch an 80-yard touchdown? Sure, but I'm personally not going to play that guessing game every single week. All right, so let's go over here. So that's done. I'm going to skip the randomized projections for now. Max exposure by position. So this is kind of cool. You can do so any quarterback that you have, you don't want more than 40%. Running back, no more than 65%. Same with receiver, tight end, and defense. Now, this isn't set in stone, guys. This is just something I threw together. There's only 20 lineups. So you do want to have like a main core. Usually I'm running 150 plus. And so, these will be a little bit different. But this is a nice little easy setting for just 20 lineups. We got the ownership projections here. You can click on this. You can actually do a max team ownership. So I updated the ownership. I update the ownership every week. It's up by Friday. Did pretty good last year overall. I ended up in top 3 4 in the industry. So really happy with my first year doing it. But this means your total combined ownership would be 125. Now you can make it anything you want. You make it 150. Depends on the contest that you're doing. Obviously, the more people, you want to lower it. But right now we're at 125. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of cool too. The player limits. You can actually limit how many high ownership players. Um, I just threw in 4. You can make it 3, 4. All right. And then max flex exposure. This one is really cool. So, sometimes you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to use a running back or a receiver this week. Um, okay, if you think there's more value on the running back side, let's make it 70 and then make this 30. All right. If you want to do it the other way, you can do it the other way. So you can play around with that as far as that goes. So that's actually pretty cool. All right. So that's all that here. And I'm going to go to player. Hold on a second. All right. So here is the player setting. So we'll go to quarterback. And this is kind of cool. You can actually sort by value. So if we look here, it's actually showing Deshaun Watson as the highest value based on price. You can see the ownership right here next to it. And this is kind of cool too. Here you can actually, so yeah, I want some Watson, but I don't think I really trust him. So I don't want any more than 20%. Excuse me, exposure. You want at least 20%. You can go that route, but you can actually put in here 20. I don't want any more than 20% of him. Sam Powell, yeah, he's okay. You can put 10% max exposure. Richardson, and so on and so forth. And we have this for all the different players, ownership, sort by value. Jamal Williams, getting a little bit of ownership here. Rashard White, Sanders, yada yada, and it goes through all the positions. All right, so it's a pretty cool little tool to play around with. Do a mix as ownership you can see here, and then just kind of go down. If you want to lock a player, you can just lock them, put them right in. They'll be in every single lineup. But for now, we're just gonna just run it as I set it up. All right, so what we're gonna do now is let's go ahead and run it and see what it spits out. We'll go down to here to optimize. I know I had a couple of issues last year, but it looks like it's sped up like a lot this year, so I'm super happy about that. And what you'll see here is it's got team 1 all the way through team 20. So you can actually go through these lines, and if you're making, let's say, a single entry, you could actually go find your favorite single entry. But based on projections right now, this is the top one that it spit out. Hurts, Mixon, Sanders. I'm expecting him to be pretty involved. Sharks ruled out. Adam Thielen is questionable right now. There's the stack with Devontae Smith. Actually, Stevenson isn't actually in that one. So I did make one with, it's actually liking Hertz already. So let's go see if we can find one with Hertz. Stevenson, there's one. So you can see the stack here. Hertz, Stevenson, Devontae Smith. Let's see. Let's see if I find one that I like for this week. Ooh, let's have a look. There's the Baker one. Man, it's really spitting out a lot of Miles Sanders. Interesting on the road like that. I know he's a little bit banged up, so I'm not sure like if he gets a really big workload or not. But he's the main guy. They paid him a lot of money to play this year. Let's see if I can find a favorite one out of these ones. I think it's this one, Team 11. Hurts, Mixon, Stevenson, Devontae, Elijah Moore. I like this kind of little correlation with Elijah Moore and Mixon in the same game here. Duke should be busy. Watson got ruled out. Jamal Williams, it's like the only running back in town, really. We know Kamara's suspended, and then the rookie running back is he's questionable. I'm not sure he's going to play or not. And then you got the Packers D, who aren't bad at all. So this is probably my favorite, out of the ones that it's spit out. But that's going to do it for this week, guys. Please give a thumbs up on the YouTube video. It'll keep us continuing to give this out for free. Sub to the channel. And then if you want to put some comments in there, anything you want to see that you'd like to see maybe for next week or the weeks coming forward, any questions you have, definitely leave some comments in there. And if you remember, come find me in the Discord. I'm always in there chatting away. I'm in the college, doing the college show every Friday with Josh, Cavalier, college, NFL, anything to do with the pigskin, I'm involved. So really enjoy everything. And the Discord, I'll say it like I did last year, it's the best. I've been in some pretty bad Discords, but our Discord is just the best. Everybody's super helpful, sharing news, up-to-date news, and it just helps the whole community out. All right, everybody. Well, good luck week 1, and I will see you next week for week 2. All right, see you guys.